You never would have done this back in the day.
No. No shot. Hi, my name's Roger. My wife Jamie and I started coming to Radiant back in 2006. I grew up in a more traditional style church, so Radiant was definitely a little different. It was the first time I really began to realize there was more to a relationship with God. I'd always had a good, solid relationship with Him growing up, but to see Spirit-led people kind of made me hungry for a little bit more. I'd always been a pretty quiet guy, kind of kept to myself, avoided any get-togethers or social things as much as I could. Just wasn't really my thing. But Pastor Jerry and eventually Pastor Keith started encouraging me to attend these freedom events. And I didn't really know anything about those other than it would involve some social interaction. So I managed to dodge those invitations for years. But eventually, things at work started to get overwhelming, and I was kind of consumed by anxiety and stress. And God had been nudging me along this path for a while, and I was dodging Him as well, trying to. And I wore myself out, just trying to run from that. So I knew something had to change, so eventually I did relent. Again, not really knowing what I was getting into, but it turned out that God used that in a pretty significant way to alter my life. My antisocial tendencies, I always assumed were kind of just the way I was wired, part of who I was. But at this event, He revealed to me that it was actually a spirit of fear that I had allowed into my life. God revealed to me that spirit of fear, I had allowed it to take control of me, and it was preventing me from being an effective Christian. I just was isolating myself and just, still had a good relationship with Him, but I wasn't reaching outside of that. So one of the verses that really stuck with me after that experience is 2 Timothy 1:7. And that says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. With that revelation in mind and the prayer from the guys at the event, God replaced that spirit of fear with His Holy Spirit. It's really altered the way I operate in the world. So being involved with the men's ministry and attending Wednesday night prayer services has really been a helpful thing for me. Keeps me plugged in and attached to the community, and I'm serving as an usher on Sundays, chat with strangers, which is just crazy for me. And that type of stuff is normal for a lot of people, but for me it's a totally different experience. So after the men's event, finding myself getting involved in these things, and just the transformation it brought to my work life. I had such freedom there. My home life, I had a renewed sense of leadership in my house. Yeah, my family is adjusting to these changes as well. It's new for them, but I'm just looking forward to seeing how God can take what He did, to me, and then also, what He's doing through Radiant, and do the same thing for the Heart Campus. So that's pretty cool to see, how people might be impacted by that and find some new freedom. There's a whole new group of people who can experience these new things as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. Like and subscribe. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh, maybe.